Alright, so we're out prospecting again today. It's extremely hot. It's about 35 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is for all you Americans, but it's hot. We're hiking up a mountain right now, and we're going to go check out an old adit that has a small mine dump. They took out high-grade gold here. There's a prospector's pit that's about 4 meters deep, 16 feet. It's partially filled in right now, but we're going to go take a look and take some samples, and we're also going to see if we can find a couple new outcrops. So aside from doing some minor sampling, checking out some old workings, we're going to be seeing if we can find a couple new spots to do detailed geochemical sampling programs. And hopefully we find something good today. So this property has 3 shafts. One's about 15 meters deep. There's a 43 meter shaft and a 65 meter shaft. The 43 and the 65 we've never actually been able to find. We spent about 30 hours between 3 guys trying to find it. Just nothing. We're thinking that logging has completely backfilled it. It's just been destroyed. So we are hoping to find it by doing a little geology work here and trying to find the zone of rock where it's located. So this is the stuff. So you got quartz feldspar porphyry right there, and the 2 shafts are in a sheared zone of this stuff in some massive quartz veins. So they struck 2 shafts, and we may never find them, but we're hoping to do a geochemical sampling program in this area too. Something that will maybe locate an anomaly. But for now, we're going to go take a look at one of the adits and prospector's pit and see if we can find some new showings. Nice big outcrop up there to take a look at. Got a lot of slide rock here. Not exactly sure what the makeup of this rock is. It's almost like an argillite, maybe epidote, mica schists combination. Gotta take a closer look to get a look at the lithology. Maybe we'll grab a sample and look at that later. Alright, so nothing spectacular here. We're just seeing some pyrite here. Kind of an out of place sample. Got quite a bit more pyrite in there. We don't see anything else here, so this is obviously come from somewhere else, possibly an outcrop up there. Maybe disturbed by logging, who knows. Got a piece of quartz there. Nice big thick vein. Just by first glance it looks fairly barren. Almost looked like there's some ancathite in there. Maybe a bit of mica too. Anyway, well, we'll see if there's anything that comes out of this. We'll chase it for a bit and keep on going. Okay, so you got your quartz vein there. We've exposed it along here. Some nice Vuggy veins there. You almost got some down there that have terminations. It's also exposed down here. Dives down pretty good, so we're definitely going to spend a little time here and see if this turns into anything. Alright, so you got your quartz exposed up there. It's going all the way down here. Exposed again right there. Down here, a couple pieces here. This is all very Vuggy Quartz in there. Nice big thick band right there. Exposed on top, and then again up there. Another quartz vein here. It's really Vuggy. Most likely all the sulfides or whatever was in there is leached out. Another hunk right there. Another hunk there growing into the tree. Let's see what else we can find. Alright, so we found our first thing here. It's a shaft or pit now. It's about 12 to 16 feet deep, or 3 to 4 meters, 3.5, 4 meters. And you can see that they have some falling boundary tape in there, so no doubt that this was backfilled by loggers. What we're going to do is we're going to be taking a sample here from the dump. This has been assayed before, a long time ago, about 60, 70 years ago, and they got about 28 grams per ton of silver, copper, and some gold. So we're going to see if we can get close to that. Alright, so we're not finding a whole lot here, but what we are finding is some pyrite. So we're gonna just take a couple samples, catalog them, and we'll send one in for our assessment report from this area. We've hammered quite a few, and it's mainly just coarse pyrite. Nothing spectacular. A little bit of chalcopyrite, but it's mainly pyrite. So we'll see what the assay says when we send these in, and we'll head over to the adit now. Alright, so we got the old mine dump. They removed 23 tons of ore here, and they had about 1,100 grams of gold come out of that. So here's the adit. It's not a crazy big one, but it did produce some nice grade gold. So this was struck in a vein of schists and quartz. So we're going to go in and see if there's any more mineralization left in there, and see if we can find anything at the old dump. Quite a bit of oxidization. Seen a little bit of pyrite mineralization just on the outside of the adit. Maybe something right there worth sampling. Yeah, so I see a little bit of pyrite. Nothing crazy. Not seeing much gold-wise, but there's a lot of calcite and stuff on here, so we're going to have to knock it off. You can see where your mineralization stops. That's a different kind of rock as well. So we'll pull one sample out of here over the length of the entire adit, probably. And we'll see what we can find at the dump. You got a little bit of, looks like azurite, maybe malachite. So that's the adit. We'll see what we can find at the dump and see what samples we can pull out of here. Okay, so we just pulled a sample off here. We found quite a bit of mineralization. It's more in your host rock as opposed to the actual quartz vein. You can see there's some pyrite mineralization there. There's a lot of fine mineralization in there as well. You got some copper staining in there. So we pulled a sample from there. We'll send that in and see what we get out of it. We're going to pull a sample off the floor because the floor is just shiny, so we'll see what we get out of those two samples. Got more mineralization right there, but it's not as much. Alright, so we got a couple samples here from the dump that have a little bit of mineralization on them. Nothing crazy, but we're going to take this sample and a bunch of other ones for our sampling program. Let's see what we can find out of here. Looks like they're going to be doing some logging. Hope they don't backfill my workings again. It's a different mountain, so hopefully different logging company we're dealing with. There's multiple adits and shafts and stuff on this property. So the two I showed you is just two of about 9 of them. So hopefully they don't backfill it on me. Alright, so I just thought I'd want to show one last thing. You got almost a conglomerate slash breccia here. You can see these little green things. That's nodules of epidote. Anyway, we're going to try and figure out how to get back home. And I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Until next time, have a good night, everyone.